Tim,
Dan.
it's time for Tim and Dan's Rule Book.
The
The book of rules. Tim and
Dan. Okay.
Oh, God, I'm so glad we're doing a rule book this week.
Well, we missed last
the
week.
last
Yeah.
episode, I listened to it through, I thought, I mean, it's okay, but there's no rule book.
Well, my phone, we got messaged on Instagram a few times from
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand what was going on because obviously you do the video side of things.
Yep.
We haven't explained this before.
Yep.
You know, Dan does cut this footage that you're seeing together.
I work with what I've got.
Yeah. And it didn't appear. And then so I started getting messages going, what's he done?
And then you messaged me
He
going,
stuffed
mate,
it.
you've stuffed it up. You forgot the rule book. I said, no, mate, you stuffed it up. You didn't record
Didn't
it.
film it.
Yeah. So
Oh, let me just check I'm filming this. Yes, I am.
Okay, good. All right, now, I've got the rule book.
Yeah, what's the
All right,
rule?
okay,
What's
I've got
the
one.
rule?
First one back for season 2.
Yeah.
Now, when I said earlier, Georgia and I went away recently, and Georgia loves to do crosswords and stuff. She'll buy like a little book. She's like a little old lady like that.
Yeah,
It's
she
lovely.
is. She's kind of like 21
simpler
going
times.
on 80.
Yeah, most would sit on their iPhone or something. She's, getting out the crossword.
It's kind of nice.
It is nice.
Does
It's what I think.
Georgia also send handwritten letters?
She likes to write notes, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was joking, but okay. Yep, she does do that as well. Good on you,
Anyway,
G.
Sorry. Now, when we're on the plane, in an attempt to distract me from my fear of death, George is like, "Let's work with me on some crosswords." I was like, "Okay, isn't this fun?
It's cute.
It is cute, and
Yeah.
because you're on a plane, you're not attached to your phone because you can't be messaging stuff. It's just you two enjoying a crossword.
Yeah, right.
Now,
Like just being back in 1922.
yes,
Yeah.
simpler times.
Yeah.
We're sitting there, and naturally, I become quite frustrated when I can't think of a word or I can't work out how many letters is that. Oh, it's too many.
Yeah. Got to have a really good vocabulary for
Yes,
crosswords.
yes.
Yeah.
Georgia and I seem to have a disagreement on how long you have to attempt anything, before you can cheat and just flip to the back and look it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the answers in those sort of things are always at the
They
back.
give you the answers.
But like
yeah.
anything, there's always cheats to things. So how hard or how long do you have to try at something before you can cheat?
Is this just quiz-based stuff?
Yeah,
So if
quiz-based
there's
stuff.
In the quiz, because I know in the paper every day they do a quiz
Yeah.
and they hide the answers
Yep.
upside down on a different page.
Because,
How long
we've
do
all
you
got
spend?
things to do, Tim.
Definitely does need to be a rule around this because
I
I
think
feel
so.
like there's probably a lot of time wasted.
Yeah.
Dan. So we need to help people because we can save them hours probably in a year.
Not to mention, you don't want to have too many people that are sitting there going, finish that crossword. And it's like, okay, but how quickly did you cheat? So people
Yeah.
need to be ticking off. I waited, my 2 to 6 minutes or whatever it might be that we
Absolutely.
decide,
You know who this rule's going to really help?
Who?
Our grandma.
She'll love
who's
this.
a big fan of the show.
She'll love this.
Does lots of crosswords.
Yeah.
Lots of crosswords. Does Veronica. Dan, this is interesting. I reckon, do we need to put like a timer? Do you need to have a timer nearby when doing a crossword, when doing a quiz,
Yep.
that you set? So you read
maybe.
the question, boom,
Yeah.
2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, that could be good. Maybe it's something that's incorporated with the crossword book that is sent out or with the newspaper. There's your newspaper and your stopwatch.
Or an egg timer.
Oh, an egg timer. Now we're talking.
Or
Maybe
a
an egg
sand. What are those sand ones? The sand.
I thought that was an egg timer.
Okay. Maybe they should send out those.
Well, we could do that, but that involves a lot more work. But what we need to do before we can contact these people and be
Yeah.
like, can you incorporate that? We need to decide how long.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Were you going, let's check the answers quite soon? Or were
Yeah.
you on the other side? Okay, you were
Yeah,
going, let's move on.
I'm pretty quick. I'm going, okay, let's focus one word at a time. What is it? Oh, God.
And how long was Georgia sitting on them for?
Look, I reckon I was probably going for like 3 minutes. And that's a good thing.
I reckon 3 minutes.
On the
is a
one
good
word,
think.
Georgia's more like, let's come back to it. Or she'll be like, no, come on. She's probably looking for more 5, 6 minutes. So probably double the time.
Okay.
But then you're sitting there doing a crossword for a couple of hours if you're allotting that.
I'm going to say 2 minutes. 120 seconds.
Okay, for a word. Because surely, if you're going to get it, it's going to come to you in that time.
That's right. And if it doesn't, you shouldn't be doing crosswords. You know?
Okay,
What do you
so
reckon?
I
Are
think
you going
2
to debate
minutes.
that, or are you comfortable with 2 minutes?
Well, I was hoping you'd say something short like 2
There'll
minutes.
be
Because,
plen-
again, I don't want to wait that long.
There'll be plenty of people who don't. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we're the ones making the rules.
That's true. Georgia, you got 2 minutes
It's now 2
in the
minutes.
future, and then I'll be straight to the back.
So, Dan, the rule is
Yes,
nice and
rule is-
succinctly.
Yep.
So simply, when doing a crossword puzzle,
Must attempt each word for 2 minutes before then being allowed to flip to the back, check the answer.
great.
Okay?
I like that rule.
That's
Very
so
good.
simple. That was one of our most
Yeah, it
clear-cut
was nice
ones,
and clear,
wasn't it?
wasn't it? Good.
Anyway, Tim, that's another rule in Tim and Dan's Rule Book.
The
book of rules.
Tim
and Dan.
Dan.
Joined in at the end there.
Good. I liked it.